Take a little walk with me. I'll keep you in good company and be there for you till the end. You'll never be alone, my friend.
This is where it all started, right here on this farm. We may have grown over the years, but we've never lost sight of what was important to us. We're continuing that tradition today, and we always will be for generations to come.
All S, all P, all O, R, T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall and allsportslex.com, locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Over 30,000 Kentuckians are saving time and money by doing their banking online with Whitaker Electronic Banking.
341,000 transactions were made on the go last year using the Whitaker Bank mobile app.
Over 340,000 text alerts were sent last year with Whitaker Bank text banking.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
My tax refund usually helps me out, but this year it was much lower than what it was supposed to be. This isn't enough to get me caught up. What am I supposed to do?
Is this happening to you? We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode.
Bankruptcy could be your best solution.
We're here to give you a fresh financial start.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. The consultation is free in Lexington and now in London.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
There are 50 Whitaker Bank locations serving Kentucky communities just like mine.
61 Whitaker Bank ATMs throughout Kentucky make getting quick access to cash easy.
Whitaker Bank staff serves the needs of nearly 70,000 Kentucky customers every day.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, we believe that greatness is in the details. Each decision we make is for the benefit of our patients and our community. This means using industry-leading technology to help you achieve your goals and uncover your perfect smile. Our precision and efficiency results in an experience that is both pleasurable and affordable. White, Greer, and Maggard Orthodontics, applying precision and elegance to your smile.
Robbie and I had a friendship that started when he was probably 12 years old and I was 16 or 17. My wife used to babysit for the family, and Although Robbie was old enough, he didn't really need a babysitter. He enjoyed me coming over because we talked basketball the whole time that we were there. And I first started wondering who Robbie was when I saw him as a kid walking around town. He was always dribbling a basketball. Later, I learned he was going to be one of the best basketball players that Clinton County High School ever had. Our friendship was really close, and I enjoyed being around him as a kid and then later as an adult. The picture that we have on the front of the shirts this year, I made that photo in March of 1982 after Robbie and his team had won the 1982 16th District Championship here at Clinton County High School. They had already cut the nets down, and Robbie wandered over toward the scores table where I was, and I handed him a bumper sticker that I had printed up beforehand that said Clinton County High School 16th District Champs. Robbie ran back to the ladder and climbed up on the backboard and stuck the bumper sticker up atop the backboard, grabbed the rim and turned around and held his number one finger up to the fans, which brought the house down again. And that photograph to me became an icon. Every time I thought of Robbie Davis, that's the image I thought of. I had a VHS tape of that championship game. And after the game, even when Robbie was in college and would come home, sometimes I'd look up on Saturday and Robbie would be standing on my front porch. He'd come in, we'd talk basketball for a while, and every single time before he left, Robbie would lean over and he'd say, "Al, let's watch that game again." And we always watched that game. We about wore that tape out. And I miss my friend Robbie Davis. I do.
Where's that tape at now?
Do what?
Where's the tape at now?
The tape's still at my house. I haven't watched it since he died, but it's still there.
You need to digitize that thing.
Probably so, yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Good afternoon and welcome to high school basketball on a Saturday afternoon in southeastern Kentucky as we're in Albany, Kentucky. Clinton County High School, the Robbie Davis Memorial Tournament here on PrepSpin.com. Darren Douglas along with William Warfield and the cast of thousands, we like to say with PrepSpin. And William, this afternoon is only some good high school basketball going to be here this afternoon, but for a very, very worthy cause and memory.
Yeah, this here today is about my good friend, my mentor, Robbie Davis, who certainly was a blessing in my life, and I'm just honored to be here today to honor my friend that just meant so much to me and just meant so much to everybody that he met. Darren, in life you realize that there's a purpose for every person you meet. Some will teach you, and some will bring out the best in you. And Robbie did both of those things for me.
Well, we can all talk about anybody through our lives that have touched us, and just hearing some of the people around here talk about him when we got here this afternoon, actually this morning. And it's just been a situation where we have gotten to understand him outside of the arena of the basketball gymnasium.
We're about to hear our starting lineups here at Clinton County. And I know Robbie would be proud that we're doing more broadcasting here at his alma mater.
The first game up will be the Wildcats of Lynn Camp, just up the road out of Whitley County. And they'll take on the host school, the Bulldogs of Clinton County, and it is a girls' matchup.
I don't know much about Lynn Camp at all, or quite frankly, Clinton County. So I don't want to tell the folks the wrong thing out there. But we do know it's basketball. We know it's the Clinton County Bulldogs, where they got a great tradition here, and we're just excited to be here to honor our friend Robbie Davis. And we'll see what this game has in store for us.
Yeah, well, the Lynn Camp Lady Wildcats were introduced. I'm trying to figure out who I missed. Okay, I got you. For Lynn Camp, they will start
Lady Bulldogs are coached by Daryl Thompson, assisted.
Well, I want to really have to pay attention to Clinton County's jerseys because they are white numbers with a thin blue line to outline it. So really going to pay a lot of attention. Lynn Camp coached by.
Luckily, we got a monitor here in front of us.
Richard B. Jones. They come in at 10-10 on the year. Daryl Thompson's the head man for the Lady Bulldogs of Clinton County. They come in with a record of 6-17 on the year. Trying to figure out who I missed here. Okay. It'll be Hicks, Mann, Stockton, Roberts, and Beatty for Clinton County. Miracle, Rogers, Walker, Rogers, and Fenella. Clinton County wins the tip, and they'll start with Hicks in the middle of the jump circle. It's a 1-3-1 Lynn Camp zone.
This gym is kind of compact, if you will. I mean, there's a lot of seats in here. As a matter of fact, they once said that there was 4,000 people that filled this gym whenever Robbie played in 1982. You heard about the bumper sticker story when we started the game there, but they had 4,000 people in this gym.
Yeah, I can see it. Here's a jumper from the free throw line by Rogers, no good. Rebounded by Clinton County's Beatty. In the left corner as Hicks hit a three a moment ago, only her third made three of the year. Shot up, no good. Rebound put up and in by Stockton for Clinton County. They're on top 5-zip. And here they come, 1-2-1-1, full court pressure, William.
Yeah, you got to like the two buckets that Clinton County started the game out with, and the defensive pressure, as you said, continues to work for them at the start of this one.
We have a couple of Rogers on the floor for Lynn Camp in that kind of smoke gray, light black color uniform with the orange trim and white.
I like the colors.
I do.
I think they go well together.
Here's Beatty in the left corner on the way. Roberts for three, in and out, rebound tipped out of bounds by Lynn Camp.
But I'm like you, the jersey numbers on Clinton County, we need to go back to the drawing board next year for that because they are hard to see.
Yeah. Well, you'll rely on me to see that. How about that? They inbounds deep to Roberts. Baseline drive, put up, no good. Rebound on the backside, tipped out of bounds by Clinton County. It'll go back over to Lynn Camp. So we got a couple of Rogers on the floor right now for Lynn Camp. We have Jada Rogers. Here's a steal, put up in a foul, and I think they're going to get Jada Roberts for the foul. Yep, see they got. First foul of the ball game.
Got a couple of replays here that I like to show some people. Let's do the first shot of the ball game. How about that? We'll start it off with that real quick.
Yeah, that's.
It's our Bud instant replay. See the three that.
Free throw is good. Sorry.
Bud's instant replay.
As we get the second free throw on the way, also good. Roberts with her first two, and it's 7-0 Clinton County. Inbounds to Rogers. Bounce back over to Rogers, and we get a timeout, Lynn Camp. It'll be a 30-second timeout for the Wildcats. As I mentioned, we have a pair of sisters on either side. We have the Rogers sisters on the Lynn Camp side. We have the Roberts sisters on the Clinton County side. So Rogers and Roberts. So if I get confused, they are close enough in pronunciation that I could do that.
I think we'll be all right.
I hope so.
You are watching the game live here on PrepSpin. We do want to thank Davis Insurance Company here in Clinton County for being our sponsor today for these games. And then, matter of fact, for all your insurance needs, go see my good friend Mike Davis. That's Robbie Davis's brother, by the way, and he'll take good care of you. We also want to thank Greer and Maggard Orthodontics, our title sponsor on the network, budsgunshop.com. I want to thank those fine folks. And then also Mingy Beef Jerky, the official game day snack of PrepSpin, and Bluegrass Orthopedics.
In the corner it goes to Fenella. Now back out to Walker, to Rogers. Rogers works on Roberts, and a whistle, and we get a traveling call on Walker. Or excuse me, on Rogers.
7-0 our score.
Hicks with the basketball. Right corner it goes to Mann. They bounce all the way across over to Beatty. Back to Hicks. Hicks down the right side of the lane. Checks her dribble. Back out to Roberts. 17-footer straight away. In and out. Rebounded on the backside by Fenella for the Lady Wildcats.
Got more interviews throughout the day that we'll be playing too in honor, in memory of Robbie.
Lynn Camp just barely gets it across the timeline. Rogers hangs, puts it up in a whistle and a blocking foul coming up on Beatty for Clinton County. That's the first on the Lady Bulldogs, and at the line will be Rogers for 2 free throws.
Team fouls 1 apiece.
Now Rogers not a very good free throw shooter. It's 19 of 48. William, a 40% foul shooter, but the first free throw looks good.
Nice. Well, that gets Lynn Camp on the board.
7-1. Into the lineup comes Young for Clinton County. Abby Young, 24 in white. Second free throw from Rogers. In and out, rebounded by Young. Gives it off to Hicks. Here come the Lady Dogs. 5:15 to play in the opening quarter. 7-1, Clinton County. First game of 5 here on PrepSpin in the Robbie Davis Memorial Classic.
And you are watching the game live here on PrepSpin.com. Our second time that we've broadcast here at Clinton County High School. We did this last year, and we're doing it again here this year. Of course, we'll be here pretty much every year, I would imagine, for the Robbie Davis Memorial
Here's
Classic.
3 from the left wing, in and out. We did everything but drop for Walker. Rebound for Clinton County to Roberts. She throws it away, trying to get it down the floor ahead to Mann, and it's just too tall for her. Beatty will come in now, replacing Hicks. Now it's a 2-2-1 press. Roberts got a hand on it, knocked it out of bounds. It goes back to Lynn Camp.
You guys can tweet at us if you're watching today. Tweet at us at PrepSpin, PrepSpin, and let us know how you're watching the game today. And just holler at us and let us know.
Rogers drove it down the floor, couldn't get the bucket to fall. Fenella rebounded, stepped it on the inline. Nice rebound by Fenella for Lynn Kemp. The only problem was she was double teamed along the one baseline, stepped out of bounds. She tried to avoid the double team there. Mann will run the point now for Clinton County. She'll angle off the right against a 1-3-1 zone, it looks like. Here's a 3 from the right side, no good. Rebounded by Rogers. Gives to Walker, now ahead to Jada Rogers here on the near side. To Walker. Man-to-man from Clinton County. Walker penetrating, gives on the left wing to Miracle. 3 on the way. High archer, rattles and stays.
And that was kind of went around the world a couple times before it finally fell down.
Miracle with her first field goal. It's 7-4. Here's a travel on Roberts, another turnover for Clinton County. Into Rogers, down to Miracle. Walker with the basketball. This is Rogers. Jada Rogers shoots 3, no good. Tipped up in the air, out of bounds off of Jasmine Rogers. And it'll go back to Clinton County.
Number 4, Jolie Hicks in the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs.
William, are you familiar where Lynn Camp is?
Oh, well, if I was being honest, I would have to say I have no clue.
Well, it's right off I-75 for the most part. You go east. Yeah. Here's a shot on the way for 3, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Hicks, who's back in the ball game.
Is that up around Ashland? Or?
No, it's go 75 south.
Oh, okay.
Then you'll go east, and like you're headed to, I told them blank, University of Cumberland's.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Union College. Rebound, here's a steal and a nice job of it by Rogers to get back and knock it out of bounds.
Yeah, she would knock that ball loose.
It's like you're going to Barberville, Union College.
Well,
Pass right by Lynn Camp.
That means a lot. Where's Barberville?
Southeast. Southeast of where we're from. Here is Hicks. Still that 1-3-1. Actually, it's a 2-3 zone now this time for Lynn Camp. Huh?
I said I know where Corbin's at.
Well, it's east of there. They bounce it back out to Hicks, right in the logo there. Swing it around to Man, now to Young. Back to Man. Hicks, 3, right wing on the way. Got it.
Nice. We'll look at that here again on our Buds Instant Replay. Check this out.
She's made her 2 3-point attempts today, and she is now 4 of 15. Here's a ball that has been kicked, I believe is what they're going to call it, on Clinton County.
Yep.
Into the lineup will come Stockton again to replace Hicks. As Coach Thompson keeps rotating in and out with a 6-person rotation right now. This is Walker on the right wing. Got on the dribble. Goes right, tried to go down the right block to Jasmine Rogers. And that was Stockton who got a hand on it to knock it out of bounds. 10-4, 1:49 to play in the opening quarter here from Clinton County High School. Jasmine Rogers out to Miracle, This is back to Walker. Now to Jaden Rogers. Left corner, Miracle. Left block, Fennella right through her hands into the hands of Hicks for Clinton County. Here comes Roberts. Back to Hicks. Fakes, right wing. 3 on the way. Back rim, no. Rebound on the backside by Man. Put it up too strong. Loose ball on the floor, and now Man and Miracle tie it up. And the alternating possession will go to Lynn Camp.
Number 32, Candy Beatty in the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs.
Beatty back into the lineup. Walker uses up her dribble, now has to get it back to Man, and now a foul. And kind of a silly foul, William, and about 80 feet from the basket. On Man, that's her first and the team's third. Or the second. How'd they get 3? Should be the third on the team, I think. Here is Rogers, 8-footer good from the left of the lane. Jasmine Rogers with her first 2. And it's 10-6 with 54 seconds on the clock running here in the opening quarter. Right corner to Roberts. Can't get her shot off. Out to Man. Beatty. Young, 17-footer, too strong. Chased down the right corner by Man and Fennella. And we get the held ball, go back to Clinton County.
Number 4, Jolie Hicks in the lineup.
With 39.8 seconds to play.
Don't forget you can tweet at us at PrepSpin, PrepSpin. We'd love to hear from you.
Pass in from Man to to Stockton was too high. And Clinton County turns it over. Unforced turnover there by the Bulldogs. Miracle to Jaden Rogers. Weaves her way in traffic. Throws to Fennell on the backside and then goes through her hands. Out of bounds and goes to Clinton County. Another turnover for the Lady Wildcats. Into the ball game for Lynn Camp comes
Number 35, Julia Shepard.
Julia Shepard for the orange and black Wildcats of Lynn Camp High School. Hicks will bring it into the adjoining C's in the middle of the floor there. And out of Beatty as Clinton will play for the final shot, leading 10-6. Hicks going right on the dribble, gets a screen. Man, 18-footer straight away, no good. Rebound is too late on the putback, and the first quarter's over. We're through 8 minutes here in Albany of game number 1 of 5 on PrepSpin. It's the homestanding Lady Bulldogs on top, 10-6. Back with more on PrepSpin.
Folks, this is Gary Ball, and you hear my catchphrase, soup and a sandwich. When I want the best potato soup and prime rib sandwich, I head over to Rafferty's Restaurants after my games. Check out Rafferty's 9 great locations throughout Kentucky, and all you teens, you can eat at Rafferty's before those big ball games. The open prime rib sandwich is what legends are made of. Ask Joe B. Hall, the legend himself, it's his favorite. Rafferty's a big supporter of high school sports throughout Kentucky. Rafferty's, where the special is you.
I wanted to get back on the basketball court.
I want to get back to the ref I used to be.
I want to get back to gardening.
I want to get back to playing with my band.
Only one team is qualified to get patients back to living their lives. Bluegrass Orthopedics has physician experts to assist in your recovery, whether it's an injury or chronic condition. Bluegrass Orthopedics provides convenient, specialized, and comprehensive care for your unique life.
By the numbers, Whitaker.
Back to Clinton County. We'll begin the second quarter of play, and the host Bulldogs will have the basketball, leading by a score of 10-6. Roberts in the left corner, back out to Stockton. Jump pass, right wing, Hicks, right corner, Beatty, 3 on the way, in and out. And the rebound tip goes back to Lynn Camp. Thought they might get man for a push in the back there as he's trying to get position. They got a hand on the ball instead. Again, that zone press kind of giving ground, William, as Lynn Camp has no trouble with it. And this Walker 3 from the deep left wing and hits it.
I'll show you again here on the replay.
And it's 10-9. And she was a good 4 or 5 feet behind the line.
She got squared away there pretty quick.
Caught it in rhythm. Beatty rebounds the shot, miss. Hicks from 10, no good. Rebounded by Jaden Rogers. Lynn Camp running. Rogers all the way down. Put it up, block. Good hustle by Hicks to get a piece of it on the way back down.
Nice block.
Here's Mann. She'll drive. Euro step into the lane. Glass good.
Well, you got to like the Euro step. Good fundamental basketball here at Clinton County. Get your scoreboard back up there for you guys.
Jasmine Rogers in the middle of the zone. Lynn Camp's done a better job of breaking that zone press from Clinton after that quick 30-second timeout in the first quarter. 6.5 to play, 12-9 Bulldogs as Rogers has the ball tipped away from her out of bounds. Goes back to the Lady Cats.
Number 24, Abby Young in the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs.
Young back in.
At the third quarter today, we're going to let Brian Martindale set in with you, Darren, and see what Brian has to say about this game.
Walker.
Always a treat.
Now to Rogers, back to Jasmine Rogers. Left block, it goes to Shepard. Out to Miracle, now Walker straight away. They don't come out and get her. She's showed already she's got some range there a while ago. Bounce pass, left side. Miracle 3 on the way. Way too strong. Man saves it back in. Clinton County with a run out. Stockton ahead to Roberts. Laid it up too hard. Rebounded by Stockton.
She got excited.
Yep, Walker got the rebound. Yeah, Roberts shot a little too hard there.
Yeah, she got really excited as she saw that lane wide open.
Here's Rogers to Miracle on the left side. Back to Rogers. And she'll set the offense for Lynn Camp and a whistle, a foul. And I think they're going to get Jasmine Rogers with the foul. Her first, and the team's second. Clock still running here.
Yeah, they haven't stopped it.
Well, the clock's maybe not stopping. I don't know what happened there, but it looked up and it said 25 seconds on the clock. And the actual time is 5:41. 12-9, Clinton County 3-point lead and the basketball.
They must have had the timeout clock running.
Maybe. Beatty, 1-3-1 again. It's really not pressuring the basketball. This 1-3-1 is just basically designed to cover the wings. Here's a travel coming up on Young for Clinton County, so the Lady Bulldogs turn it over again. One-2-2 zone this time it looks like, and it's three-quarter court this time from Clinton. Ball knocked away by Hicks. She goes and gets it near the left baseline. Hooks the pass down to Stockton, laid it in.
Nice, we'll watch that on instant replay here.
4 for Stockton. Rogers has it knocked away from her, and now They're going to get Hicks for reaching in. First foul for Hicks. And the third on Clinton County. I got 4. What did I come up with? Young and Beatty and Mann, I guess.
Yeah.
One foul too many. Here's Rogers. Tries to get over to Walker in the corner and has it knocked out of bounds by Hicks for Clinton County. Rogers pounds the dribble out. Clinton County man-to-man. Walker.
Brian's people's telling me that he's ready to join you, Darren Douglas.
Okay. As we get a takeaway by Beatty. Gives it off back to Mann, around to Beatty, now to Young. Beatty, right side it goes to Mann, penetrates, high post to Hicks, back to Beatty, no shot available. Hicks, and a timeout Clinton County. Well, Brian, he threw you in there, huh? Now you got it. What do you say?
Hey, we'll go with the flow.
Go with the flow. Well, we got down here early today, and you got to move around the gymnasium. So what's your take of what's going on here today?
There's a lot of history. Good tournament, good guy. Everybody liked Robbie Davis. Seemed like an upstanding citizen. You know, everybody missed him and loved him.
Well, that's the thing, too. Every community seems to have a guy that everybody else is just magnetized to.
Right.
And everything I've heard just by when I was getting ready for this game, just hearing people walk around and talk and things like that. As a matter of fact, they were playing some music when we, after we arrived, and it was the CD that was in his car the night of the accident.
Yeah, playing on the speaker.
Yeah. It took me back to my high school days just to date myself. So
we all have that, man.
We do, but I will date myself. I'm not ashamed of how old I am.
Me either.
So we come back to play here, and again, all games today sponsored by Davis Insurance locally here in Albany and Clinton County. Of course, we found out it's Robbie Davis's brother.
Yes.
So go see him, and he'll take care of you. Back to action we come. Clinton County not, huh? You're a client, Willie?
Business insurance and car insurance.
There you go. Mm-hmm. They give it to Stockton, high post to Hicks. Can't get her shot free. Mann penetrates, throws one up off the glass, too strong. Rebound tipped it around and off of, I believe that was Stockton to get a hand on it last. Roberts comes back in for Clinton County.
Number 23, Alexis Roberts in the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs.
Miracle will inbounds to Jasmine Rogers. Good job by the post player to come back and help to Walker. Bounces past to Miracle, and she traveled. Just a little quick hop step there, Brian. She turned it over.
Yep. Just need to slow down a little bit and go with it.
Both teams having some issues shooting the basketball right now. We're 3 minutes, 44 seconds, and we only had 4 points, or 7 points combined scored this quarter.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit on offense.
Nice move by Roberts, laid it up and in. Roberts with 4 now, and it's 16-9 Clinton County. Rogers back to Walker. Oh, boy, she had the same shot she hit a moment ago, but Rogers was let fly for 3 from the deep left corner. No good, rebounded by Hicks, and a held ball will go to Clinton County. Or, excuse me, Lynn Camp. So, Lady Wildcats will inbounds with 3 minutes, 15 seconds, trailing by 7 now. Walker will inbound straight away to Shepard, right side to Miracle. Off of Rogers' hand, but she rescues it before it goes in the back court. She'll penetrate, hangs, going to be called for travel. She went to jump stop, and one foot came down before the other, and that's a travel. A 1-3-1 zone that Lynn Camp's been in from the get-go. High post, it goes to Roberts. They swing it in the right corner to Young. Back out to Hicks. Beatty, left corner Stockton. Left block now to Roberts. Double dribble, yep. Caught it on her right hip, but she made the move. And another turnover. And in comes Mann replacing Stockton. So now it looks like a 2-2-1 press this time from Clinton County. They're changing up between the 1-2-1-1 and the 2-2-1. And then they played a couple of trips, the 1-2-2 three-quarter court trap. Miracle with the basketball into the top of the key, gives to Walker left side, back to Miracle. Miracle gives back to Jada Rogers. She'll pound the dribble, picks it up as Hicks made a swipe at it. They give it to Walker, around to Miracle. Miracle loses it in the hands of Shepard. Now Walker. Skip pass all the way to the right side of Rogers. Rogers coming around Mann, and a foul coming up on Mann. And I believe is their second.
That was on number 12, Brady Mann, her second, team's fourth.
The fourth foul on Clinton County, the second on Mann. Timeout. Lynn Camp will take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back here to the Robbie Davis Memorial Classic at Clinton County High School after this timeout message.
Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 956 Kentucky charities and community events.
Employees of Whitaker Bank volunteered 14,860 hours to better our Kentucky communities.
93 nonprofits that promote diversity and inclusion in Kentucky are supported by Whitaker Bank.
We share your passion, Kentucky. Love the bank that loves you back. Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
At Lexington Diagnostic Center, we love athletes.
We understand that when you are injured, the results of an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray can be the only thing keeping you off the field.
And that's what we're here for.
Same or next day appointments, front door parking, and our on-site radiologists make it easy for you to quickly get the results you and your doctor need. Call and compare prices.
We can save you hundreds of dollars.
We would love to help get you back in the game.
Back to Clinton County High School, where we're 2 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the first half, and a 16-9 Clinton County lead as Miracle uses up her dribble with one dribble, not going any place with it. Gives to Walker, who came out to help her. Bounces right wing to Miracle. Gives on the handoff to Rogers. Between the legs of Beatty, and a ball knocked out of bounds goes to Clinton County. As Fenella will come in for Julia Shepard.
Number 14, Natalie Flanella, line up for Lady Cass.
And Fenella will play the point on the 1-3-1 zone. Hicks, right wing Beatty, right block it goes to Roberts. Trying to split the double team, had her pocket picked by Walker. Off to Miracle, ahead to Walker. Pass deflected in the hands of Stockton. Stockton all the way down, has it blocked by Miracle, but in the hands of Roberts, who put it in. Six now for Alexa Roberts, 18-9. Here's another steal by Clinton County. Roberts headed the other way. She has Stockton available to the left, loses control of it, saves it back in. Miracle headed the other way. For Lynn Camp was Walker now. High pass for Rogers. So with 1:05 to play, Clinton County will put it in play. As Hicks gives to Stockton here on the left wing. Hicks penetrates, Beatty right corner. Double team, gives it back out to Hicks, and a foul coming up on Fenella for Lynn Camp. Her first, team's third. What do you see, Brian, from both these teams right now? They getting out of, are they just going too fast? And
it seems like they're struggling with the zones coming at each other, and they're just going too fast instead of slowing down and swinging the ball and finding the open person. Too much one-on-one.
Nice job by Roberts. Split the double team and bounce pass to the opposite side. From the right block to the left block to Stockton, and Stockton joins Hicks and Roberts to lead Clinton County, all three with 6 points. In comes for the first time Thrasher for Clinton County, Ashton Thrasher. For 14 in white. Rogers lobs in the left corner to Fenella. Back to Walker. She hit a three from there a while ago, and this one just maybe a step too far out of her range. And we'll go back over to
number 12, Riley Mann. Number 4, Jolie Hicks in the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs.
Clinton County. Quick stay for Thrasher is now back in. Comes Hicks and Mann. Looks like Beatty and Thrasher to the bench for the Bulldogs. Hicks bounces left baseline to Young, had it blocked. And then a tie up, and it goes to Clinton County on the alternating possession. So with 1.5 seconds to play, a quick shot out of the corner from Young, no good, and that's the end of the first half, where it's been pretty much Clinton County control. They lead at the halftime break 20-9 over Lynn Kemp. Back with halftime, and we'll get you set for more games today, as we have 5 of them for you on PrepSpin.com.
All S, all P, all O, R T, S. Pick it up at all sports. Pick it up at all sports.
In Fayette Mall on Facebook and Twitter. Locally owned and operated since 1972.
By the numbers, Whitaker Bank loves the Kentucky communities we serve.
Whitaker Bank supports 496 Kentucky schools.
Over 282,000 students benefit from Whitaker Bank's Kentucky education initiatives.
Whitaker Bank has contributed almost $441,000 to education programs for the advancement of Kentucky's youth.
We share your passion, Kentucky.
Love the bank that loves you back.
Whitaker Bank is uniquely Kentucky.
Hi, this is Gary Ball for Crown Trophy of Lexington. Crown Trophy offers youth sports awards, corporate awards. They offer signs and a full line of promotional products. They're located at 2680 Wilhite Drive on the corner of Nicholasville, New Circle Road, just behind Starbucks. Stop by and pick up your copy of our 85-page catalog. Crown Trophy is nationally known, but locally owned with 150 stores nationwide. Crown Trophy, the official provider of plaques for the Scholastic Ball Report and PrepSpin.
I used my credit cards over the holidays, and I thought I could make it work. But between the bills and everything else, I'm really starting to fall behind.
A lot of people out there are drowning in debt.
We're Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. You can have a brighter future away from debt.
We've come up with a way to get you started for less.
Say no to debt. Get your bankruptcy started for as little as $78 today. In Lexington and now in London.
Todd Messer, the head boys basketball coach at Clinton County High School. I got to know Robbie Davis in 2006. Actually, Robbie, outside the hiring committee and Mr. Warner, when I accepted the job, was the first person I met in Albany. Mr. Warner said, I was asking him about where I needed to live, and as you know, Robbie was in real estate, and he said, I got a guy for you. And being the guy Robbie was, when Mr. Warner called and said, I've got a new basketball coach and I need help finding him someplace to live, Rob was here within 5 minutes, picked me and my wife up and took us around the county, and for what should have been probably a 45-minute tour, it ended up lasting about 4.5 hours with Robbie and I talking basketball back from his day, being from Clay County, things that happened where I played basketball from. But the thing about it was, as we toured the county and we were looking at houses, Robbie knew everything about every house, knew who built it, how long it'd been built, and we'd go through, here's this house, here's good things about it, here's bad things about it. We'd go on around, and then finally he said, now, but here's where you're going to live. And with Robbie was always Mr. Confident. He knew exactly what he thought should be done. If you listen to him, things are going to go great. And he said, you know, here's where you're going to live. And he was right. We ended up being there the first 11 years that I'd been here. But what really was important to me, I can't tell you the basketball stories from when he played, but what's meaningful to me is the friendship him and I had developed over the years. There was never a big game that we played, whether his kids were playing or after he and his family had relocated, that I didn't get that phone call the day of the game about 3 o'clock. Hey, Coach, are we ready to go? This is a big one. This is big for our community. Or things didn't go the way we wanted to after the game. He was calling at 11 o'clock, and anybody knows Rob liked to do things late and keep you up late, where he and I were on the phone an hour and a half digesting what had happened during the game. Rob was just larger than life. His impact on our school and our community, on me personally, I can't state enough. I've seen him go out of his way to lift up kids after events, after academic competitions, or just kids in general that he thought needed a little extra support, whether that be financially or whether that be set them down in the stands and have a 30-minute conversation with them about what they can do if they follow their dreams and don't let anybody ever take them away from them. Rob was a jokester. One of my favorite stories, he and I went into business together, and as everybody knows, Rob did fantastic network marketing, and somehow he conned me into going on stage in Ohio at an event and talking, and Rob was the guy that was introducing me. And Rob's a prankster. He likes to trash talk. He likes to put pressure on you. So Rob's up on stage. He gives this big introduction. I'm sitting back there and I'm thinking, wow, I didn't know I was that good at anything, let alone being able to do this business. And then after he's introduced, we meet on the stage, we hug, and true to being Rob, he whispers in my ear, "Now set you up, don't choke." And Rob knew just what was needed. He knew how to break the ice. He knew how to make you ready to achieve at the highest levels. Last time I seen Rob was actually on the lake a couple weeks before he passed. He and Amy, and don't necessarily remember if the boys was with him, but I remember some of his teammates were also out on the lake, and Rob and Amy pulled up, and I had my wife, my kids, and there was a big contingent of us, and just had that big smile. He was happy, he's excited. He always called the lake his happy place. And one of his former teammates, Keith Dalton, man, it would have been high school all over again. They were just going at each other tooth and nail. Keith was on a jet ski trying to relive his youth, and Rob, of course, telling him how bad his waves he were throwing was. And but it was just a perfect day. As a basketball player, as the holder of the record book now, and keeping everything up to date, Rob's name's all over it for his athletic achievements, for what he done as a player, what he done as a coach. I asked him to be a middle school coach. He was. He coached AAU teams for us. He helped us with events. He helped finance stuff. Rob was just whatever you needed him to do, and he was always about giving of himself for others, and that's what's endearing about Robbie and his memory to me. There's not a day goes by that I don't think about my friend and the impact he had upon my life.
Welcome back to Clinton County High School in Albany, Kentucky. We're at halftime of game number 1 of 5 this afternoon of the Robbie Davis Memorial Classic in honor of a young man who a lot of people have a whole lot of good things to say about, and it is a good thing that tournaments like this are around still to keep memories alive of people who have gone before us way too early in life. We're about 2.5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Not a lot of scoring to talk about in the first half. Clinton County led in scoring by 3 different players. Hicks had 6, Stockton 6, and Roberts 6 for Lady Bulldogs. Mann chipped in with a bucket of her own. 3 points apiece for Miracle and for Walker to lead Lynn Camp. 2 points for Jasmine Rogers and 1 point for Jada Rogers. That's all the scoring in the first half. 20-9 Clinton County. Coming up after the conclusion of this game, we'll have boys action at around 2:30 this afternoon. It'll be the Falcons of Monroe County to take on the North Hardin Trojans. Game number 3 of the afternoon, Pickett County out of Tennessee will take on the Dragons of Greene County. That'll be girls action. And then we'll finish with boys action in back-to-back games at 5:45. It'll be Pickett County out of Tennessee against the Tigers of Clay County. And then the host Bulldogs of Clinton County will finish up tonight against the Briar Jumpers of Somerset. That's our schedule, and we'll be here for all 5 games this afternoon here in Southern Kentucky, down just outside of Lake Cumberland for the most part. I saw a whole bunch of Kentucky this afternoon or this morning when on the way down from our area up in Central Kentucky, where we come from, and glad to be down here. I don't get down this way very often, but when I do get down here, I enjoy, for the most part, my trips down here. I've been down here quite a few times. I've been through Clinton County, not really stopped, but I've been through Clinton County. I've been to, of course, to Wayne County. I've been to, I'm trying to think of everything around us here. Of course, many trips down to Williamsburg, Kentucky. So just a lot of not only great people, but beautiful scenery down here to see. And we're getting set for the second half of action between Clinton County and Lynn Camp here in the first game of the afternoon of the Robbie Davis Memorial Classic. They had a $100 half-court shot, and the young man whose name was drawn, he had it online, just didn't have enough oomph on it.
No, didn't have enough to make it there.
Need one more bowl of Wheaties this morning. It'll be the Rogers sisters, Jasmine and Jada, start the second half, along with Walker, Fenella, and Miracle. The same 5 that started the game for Coach Richard Jones. And for Clinton County, the same 5 that started the game: Hicks, Stockton, Mann, Beatty, and Roberts. So neither coach changing his MO from the way they started the game today. It's Lynn Camp to start the basketball with the second half, trailing by 11. Here's Rogers. Down low to Jasmine Rogers. Turned the foul on Stockton. Good job by Jasmine Rogers to get position on the left block and present herself to Walker, who made the pass in, and then a decisive move by Rogers, but she misses the first free throw. As again, the clocks go totally blank. As we lose at times, things like that. As we mentioned again, game number 2 coming up will be boys action. It'll be Monroe County and North Hardin. As we're trying to figure out what happened to the clock here down below us. Again, we want to thank our local sponsor for all the games this afternoon, Davis Insurance. And then our title sponsor along the PrepSpin network, White Greer and Maggard, BudsGunShop.com, Bluegrass Orthopedics, Simply Great Soaps, Mingy Beef Jerky, along with Rafferty's Restaurant, Atkinson, Sims, and Kermode. The bankruptcy attorneys, and the Scholastic Ball Report. Our good friend Gary Ball. Lexington Diagnostic Center as well. One of our fine sponsors along the PrepSpin network. We think we got the clock issue fixed. And it says 7:45, and Rogers will go back to the line for her second free throw. The second one is also no good. Fenella had it and had it knocked away by her teammate Jada Rogers. And Stockton chases it down the corner, gives to Mann. Stockton Left wing to Beatty. Miracle just a half step slow to get there. Shot up by Beatty, no good. Saved back in by Hicks, and it goes off of Fenella back to Clinton County. 7:28 just underway here in the second quarter. And they give it out near the timeline to Hicks. Walker guarding her. Now Lynn Camp goes man to man. Right corner to man. Bounces down low to Hicks, who just kind of drifted to the left block and laid it in.
Basket by Jolie Hicks.
8 for Jolie Hicks now. 22-9 in favor of Clinton County. Jada Rogers down low to Jasmine. She turns again, has this one blocked this time. Hicks runs it down the left side to Roberts. Tries to get it across court to Mann, and it's knocked out of bounds to the Lady Bulldogs. 5:51 to play in the third. Clinton County, the host team, and the girls getting it underway this afternoon. They lob it inside to Roberts, who put it on the floor, and Walker stripped it from behind. Headed the other way is Walker. Jump pass, tried to hit Fenella, too tall for her, and into the hands of Stockton. And then Hicks will come back, or Walker will come back and tie up Mann, and it goes to Clinton County on the alternating possession. (22-9). Clinton County on top by 13. Bounces over to Beatty on the left wing. Lobs it back door to Hicks. Put it up, count it, and a foul. Hicks now with 10. That was a pretty good pass, but a really better finish from Hicks, Brian.
Yeah, she finished it pretty well under there. It was a pretty good pass, but a better finish here.
Hicks with the free throw to complete the three-point play. She is now in double figures. She has 11 as she hits the free throw. 25-9. I'm going to leave that one alone.
Yeah, me too.
Rogers with it going the other way in a hurry for Lynn Camp. Bounces left block to Fenella, laid it in. Good look from Jada Rogers to Fenella. And it's 25-11, the first two for Fenella. They give it baseline to Mann. Free throw jumper from the right elbow by Roberts, good. 27-11 now, Clinton County. Here goes Rogers, quickly the other way. Gives to Jasmine. High post, has the pass knocked away into the hands of Beatty. Beatty headed the other way for Clinton County. Off to Mann. The way picks her up, left block. Stockton laid it in. 29-11, 18-point lead for Clinton. Here's Jasmine Rogers. Pulls up, 16-footer, blocked by Stockton. And now Jasmine Rogers, just out of frustration, pushes Stockton for a foul. The second on Jasmine, the second on Lynn Camp here in the second half. And Miracle can come in to replace her. Here comes Mann with the basketball as Miracle waits on her man-to-man. They're going to go 4 along the baseline. To Young, back to Mann. Right wing to Young, who penetrates, can't get through. A running step and put it up off the glass and through. First two for Young, and it's 31-11. Rogers double teamed along the sideline, stopped in a bad spot. Now a held ball as Stockton just ties her up, and it goes to Lynn Camp. It's a full timeout with 4:54 to play. We'll be back here in Albany for Lynn Camp and Clinton County on PrepSpin.com.
I think everybody that ever knew Rob D, knew his intense love for basketball and Clinton County basketball, and his exact opposite feelings towards officials at moments in big games, and sometimes a pure hatred, hate to use that word, but a hatred for officials. Great story with Rob. One night during our Christmas tournament here at home, Rob had volunteered to be official scorekeeper. During that time, the rules stated that you had to wear an official striped shirt. And anybody that knew Robbie knew that that would kill his soul. So we always used to lay it on the table in front of the guy keeping it, never made him wear it. And as a big joke, me and the athletic director at the time, Mike Beard, decided to tell Robbie that he had to wear that shirt no matter what if he was going to do it. Well, after an hour of thinking about it, we finally got this picture of Rob, and it's still one of my favorites till this day.
Back here at Clinton County High School, as you look at the floor, Lynn Camp will have the basketball underneath their own basket. Here's a ball knocked away on the inbounds play into the hands of Hicks for the Bulldogs. Young pushes quickly down the right side, stops in front of her bench. Hicks passes over to Beatty, left block Stockton, turns, put it up, no good. And a foul coming up on Shepard.
That was on number 35, Julia Shepard, her first.
The first foul on Shepard, the third on Lynn Camp here in the second half. And at the line will be Stockton for 2 free throws. The first free throw is good. Clinton County, there's not been a lot of free throw shot in this game. They are 4 for 4 from the foul line. They get 5 for 5. Stockton now has 10. To join Hicks in double figures. Ashton Thrasher into the ballgame, number 14 in white for Clinton County. Shepard in the left corner, back to Walker. Out deep to Rogers. Rogers bounces here to Walker. Skip pass right corner, Miracle. Back to Rogers. Walker, 3, left of the circle. Back rim, no good. Long rebound out to Rogers. Miracle in the right corner. Back out to Rogers as it goes. Can't get through on the right side. Now gets in the lane. Dribbles it off her foot. Gets it back, though. They go down low to Fenella on the left block. Turns, put it up, no good. Rebounded by Mann. Here comes Clinton County. Mann right down the middle of the floor. Has it knocked away and hits her hand as it goes out of bounds. So a turnover on Clinton County. 33-11 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. They go 1-2-2 zone this time down. Miracle, right block Fenella, turn, put it up, and a foul on the Lady Bulldogs. Let's see who they get. On Stockton.
That was on number 22, Riley Stockton, her second team set.
That's the second on Stockton, the second on Clinton County here in the second half. Fenella at the line for 2. First free throw, back rim, then dances down and comes out of there.
Number 23, Alexis Roberts in the lineup for the Lady Bulldogs.
1 for 5 now from the foul line is Lynn Camp. Second shot, short. Rogers with the rebound for the Lady Wildcats. Dribbles out to the near side. Miracle, skip pass from Walker to Rogers on the right side, and a whistle and a foul on Beatty. Fouls on Beatty.
That was on number 32, Gabby Beatty, her second, team's third.
Second on Beatty. Third on the Bulldogs here in the second half. Man out, Hicks in. Walker comes out deep to Miracle. To Rogers. Rogers penetrates into the lane. Tries to get it to Walker. Deflected. Shepard, 3, in and out. Rebounded by Roberts. For Clinton County. Roberts left wing to Beatty in front court. To Hicks. Nobody picks her up. 3:04. Off to the left side goes Hicks. Steps through a double team and a whistle and a foul. Coming up on the Lady Wildcats on Miracle. So for Macy, that's her first. That's the fourth on Lynn Camp this half. And at the line will be Jolie Hicks, who has 11 points. Free throw is good. So 12 points. And she hits both. 13 now for Jolie Hicks to lead the Lady Dogs. 35-11 with under 3 to play in the third. Walker across to Rogers. Right corner to Miracle. Down low, Jasmine Rogers. And they're going to call an offensive foul on Jasmine Rogers. I thought that was a pretty good job of avoiding the charge, as Roberts called for the offense, or Rogers called for the offensive foul. That's the third on Jasmine Rogers, the fifth on Lynn Camp. Left of the elbow to Beatty. Right elbow now to Roberts. Drives down the right side of the lane. Puts it up over Jasmine Rogers. Got a piece of it. Roberts got it back and put it in. Alexis Roberts now with 10. 37-11 with 2:20 in the clock rolling here in the third. Rogers in the lane. Nice move in and out. Boy, Lynn Camp's had some balls that went about halfway down and came out. Roberts all the way. Had it stripped from behind by Jada Roberts. Shepard can't get it. Down to the hands of Hicks. Young runs down the right baseline. Runner down the baseline. No. Goes back to try to get her own. Chased down by Roberts. Rogers will take it away from Roberts. And then Roberts comes back and fouls Rogers. As they were battling for the basketball, and Rogers just did a little bit
That was on number 23, Alexis Roberts.
better angle to it than Roberts had. That's the first foul on Roberts, the fourth on Clinton County. At the line will be Jada Rogers. With Rogers' first free throw is good. Second point of the afternoon for Rogers. 37-12 with a minute 51 to play in the third quarter. Free throw good from Rogers. 3 now for the Lynn Camp guard. Here's Roberts. There's a steal by Miracle. Angles off to the right side. Checks her dribble. Back to Jasmine Rogers. Now to Walker. Jada Rogers penetrates. Right corner. 3 on the way from Miracle. Short. Long rebound out to Stockton, who has it. Ahead to Mann. Mann steps through. Laid it up off the glass and rolls it in. 4 for Mann now. As we head towards a minute, Jasmine Rogers steps left. No good. Rebounded by Mann for Clinton County. Here's Mann. Off to the right side of the dribble. Gives to Roberts. Roberts to Young, who swings around her. Back to Mann. Splits the double team. Put it off glass. Too strong. Rebound tipped around. Mann goes to the floor. We have a timeout in favor of Clinton County.
Timeout, Lady Bulldogs.
Timeout, Clinton County. It'll be a full timeout. We'll keep it right here.
We'll hear another Robbie story.
Then we'll hear another Robbie Davis story.
Mike Davis, Robbie Davis's brother. Robbie was always my hero. We didn't get to see each other a whole lot. He was already out of the house by the time I was big enough to hang out much, but I would go and visit him every chance I could, and each time we'd always find a basketball goal, we'd find a court or something. He'd want to play me one-on-one. When I was young, you know, he'd let me get close, but I could never win. Well, one time in particular, we were at his house, and it was during the summer, and we were shooting ball, and we decided to play 24, win by 4. We had went probably for an hour and a half. The score was close to in the 50s or 60s, and he was actually putting out more than he used to. I was about 15 probably, but toward the end of the game, I went in to shoot probably 7 or 8 times in a row, and he blocked it each time. And on the 8th time, I was getting a little aggravated about it, so he blocked me, talking trash, as I'm sure everybody's talked about. So I take the ball and I throw it as hard as I can. I hit him right between the legs. After he gets over the initial shock, he takes off sprinting after me. Robbie was probably 35 at the time, 36, out of shape, car salesman. So obviously my wind was a little better than his, so I just outran him. And then when I got back to his house, he said, if you ever do that again, I'll kill you. So that's one of my favorite Robbie Davis stories because I got to throw the ball in.
That happened in the backyard to each other. You saw Young got a basket while ago. It's 41-13 as we move under 10 seconds to play here in the third. They lob it over the head of the intended player, Stockton. Here's Walker. Can she beat the horn? Put it up short, rebounded by Mann. Actually, I was under 20 seconds ago. Mann the other way, too strong. Stockton rebounds and a foul coming up on Lynn Camp. On Miracle, that's her second.
Macy Miracle, her second.
That's the 6th.
Team 6.
On Clinton County, is Stockton to go to the line for 2 free throws. Free throw good from Stockton. She has 11 now.
Number 21.
Lee, you got a brother.
11,
Are you the oldest or the youngest between the two of you all?
I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest. So junior, younger brother fight all the time?
Every now and then. I haven't seen them in quite a while, though.
Stockton hits both free throws. She has 12 now. 43-13.
Growing up, living under mom's roof, we obviously had our.
I wonder how much furniture was damaged with Robbie and his brother in the house.
I don't know.
I know.
It seems like they wrestled a lot.
Of course, I'm the oldest of 3 of myself, and I know my parents had to replace living room furniture 6 times.
Oh wow! Y'all with some rough kids. Let's hear another one of the good stories here for about our good friend Robbie.
My name's Mike Beard. I'm an assistant boys basketball coach here at Clinton County, and Robbie Davis was one of my best friends in the world. And Rob, was known as one of the world's best trash talkers. He may have been the guy that invented trash talking, I don't know, but I like to take a lot of credit for that. When Robbie was a senior, we were 28-2. I was a sophomore that year. I only got to dress out maybe 3 or 4 games that year, but I got to guard Robbie every day in practice. So Robbie was a great basketball player, and I like to take credit for some of that. I thought it was my defense in practice that made him so good and helped him be confident. But I think if you listen to Rob tell the story, it was that he scored so much on me in practice, it gave him that confidence to go out and do that in the games and talk the trash to everybody else. But those guys, if any of you are out there that played against Rob, you know what I'm talking about on the trash talking. But the thing about Rob, when he was on the floor, he was the most competitive person out there. And right now, or after Rob's playing days, the guys that he played the hardest against were probably his best friends in the world, and he loved every one of those guys, and just loved meeting up and talking with those guys again.
I don't think there's any basketball program, high school, middle school, college, that doesn't have anybody that was a pretty good trash talker.
Well, from what I heard, Robbie was one of the better of them.
Yeah. Foul was on 21 in white. I don't see her on the floor. A whole bunch of new players in for Clinton County right now. We have
Clinton is just dominating.
Yeah.
You want to thank Davis Insurance for all your insurance needs, whether it's marine insurance, car insurance, business insurance. Matter of fact, I am a client. William Warfield here with PrepSpin, founder of PrepSpin, and I am a Davis Insurance customer.
Turner at the line for Clinton County. She hits the first free throw. It's Sarah Turner, number 11. We have Ashton Thrasher into the ball game. We also have, well, we got a whole bunch of new players in. I'm trying to pick up numbers for Clinton County. 45-15, she hit both of them. Right corner to Jada Rogers. Now back to Miracle. Miracle can't get through. That's Mackenzie Cope, number 3 in white. 21 in white, I don't have. See if you can pick that name up, William, next time I have.
21 in white is going to be.
00's Cassie Thompson.
Well, let me see here if I can pull this up for us.
They have 3 young ladies. 4 young ladies don't have numbers. Actually 3. Here's Rogers, drives baseline, laid it up and in. Nice try by Jada Rogers. 5 now for Rogers. Walker with a steal, and we'll go back the other way. 6:50 to play, 45-17 Clinton County. Rogers in the right corner.
Look at this Lauren Little. It could be Ashton Daniels.
Yeah, there's a couple there. Here's a shot. Good.
Basket by Julia Shepard.
Julia Shepard with her first basket today. 45-19, 6.5 to play in the ball game. It's been all Clinton County. We're going to get timeout from the Lady Bulldogs. Try to get some other people.
Lady Bulldogs.
See, 21, that might. You got the young girls in now for the Lady Bulldogs.
I want to give a shout out to Davis Insurance for his sponsorship today of the Classic, the whole day here at Clinton County High School. You know, obviously there's costs involved in doing what we do, and Mr. Davis's insurance stepped up to the plate, and helped us out a little bit, and we appreciate all that he does for us here on the network. And again, I am a customer, so I can speak firsthand of the great quality of insurance agents that they are there at Davis.
Hey, what's up? How are you?
Good, how about yourself?
They will inbound with Turner. Gets it knocked away. He does. The young lady whose number we don't have, name we do not have.
Was that Ashton or was that somebody else?
21. It's one of the 3 girls that we don't have a number for in the roster. This is Walker, has it knocked away by Thrasher into the hands of the young lady. I'd love to have her name, but I don't have it. They listed 3 players on the varsity roster, didn't have numbers next to it. So,
right.
I probably should have gone down and tried to find out if there was anybody dressed that I didn't have. Get it straight away, guarded by Jada Rogers. Had it poked away.
45-19, our score, Darren.
Well, we'll get her to the line here.
Foul is on number 21, Haley Walker. Her first, team's 8th.
Foul on Haley Walker, number 21 in black. Her first, team 8th. And we'll get 1 of the 2 shots here from this young lady. First free throw is no good.
Almost like you can hear a pin drop here in that Clinton County.
Number 24, Andy
on that free throw
Andy
there.
Young in the line.
I want to send a shout out to, I think it's pronounced Halpul.
Who?
Halpul. Watching today.
Okay. Missed both free throws.
Halpul. I think that's how he said it.
Here's Miracle. In the corner to Shepard on the left side. Jada Rogers on the far side. Nobody sees her now. They get it to her. Missed the layup, though, on the back side.
Mm.
5:15 to play. We're going the other way. Walker ahead to Shepard. Shepard. Oop. Far side. Caught the foot to drag a little bit. Turnover against Lynn Camp.
Later on tonight, we got Clinton County boys in action right here on the network. They're taking on Somerset. That ought to be a good one.
Should be a good one.
Got two teams that made the All-A Classic State Tournament. 2 region champions going head-to-head tonight.
That'll be a really good one. That's the last game of the night. Looks like a semi-delay game here. That's Turner, gives it to Mann. Mann drives down the right side, hooks a pass back out to Turner. Turner goes left, double team, gives it off to Young. Young bounces to the right side, layup missed, and a rebound foul on Clinton County. Foul's on Turner.
Give a shout out to my camera guy, Corey Raines. Corey Rainey, excuse me. I said that all wrong, didn't I, Corey? But young man, he drove here. He got off at work up at LEX 18 and drove all the way here to help a brother out. So appreciate that.
Fanella's free throw is good for Lynn. Can't timeout to the Wildcats. Now he's up there working with I assume he's still the operations manager.
Yes.
Sean Franklin.
No, I don't know about that.
No more?
Oh,
he's higher up now. Oh, okay.
He got promoted, yeah.
Guy that I used to know. Well, I grew up.
He works directly with Keith and Allen.
Keith Farmer. Yep.
45-20.
Yeah, 45-20, and we'll get a second free throw here from Lynn Camp and Fanella here in just a minute. But
Halpu says I said his name right.
You did?
That's what he said.
Pretty good guess. Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn. You know that, right?
That's what I heard. I love the wooden bleachers here at Clinton County High School. It's got that
gives
classic
it the old
feeling.
style feel to it, yeah. And that's.
There's a lot of history in this gym.
Oh yeah, a lot of history in this school building. Fanella's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Clinton County.
A lot has happened here.
Turner with the rebound for the Lady Bulldogs. To Young. Back to Mann. Mann will penetrate. Backs it out on the right wing on the dribble. Gives high post to the right side to Young. Young looking. Back to Mann, almost hit her in the nose with that bounce pass. 4 minutes to go in the ball game. This is Cope to Thompson and travel.
Yeah, she took a couple steps there. Drug that pivot.
Well, I'll tell you what, for all the young folks out there watching, William, if you watch Clinton County, every time they catch the basketball, for the most part, they're turning what we call triple threat position with the basketball tucked in tight to their hip or down, feet apart, and facing the basket where they can either pass, drive, or shoot. They lob it around, get it around now to Miracle, to Rogers in the right corner. Back to Miracle. Walker, right corner Rogers, drives baseline, cut off, tries to get it back out to Miracle, intercepted. Ball taken away, and a whistle on the held ball.
Just kind of ran into the wall there.
Yep, goes back to Lynn Camp. 3.5 minutes to play.
Number 10, Reagan Leverage in the lineup.
Reagan Leverage into the ball game for Clinton County.
Follow us on Twitter, everybody, at PrepSpin.
She wears number 10 in white.
Got 4,367 followers.
That's
currently.
good. Here's a steal by Cope. Laid it in.
Nice.
Basket by Mackenzie Cope.
Cope's first two, and it's 47-20.
Should we do a Bud's instant replay?
We could.
Watch the steal here and the putback.
Foul on number 10, Leverage, her first for Clinton County. That's the 8th team foul on the Lady Bulldogs. And Fennell at the line, where she is 1 of 4 today, and she airballs the first one. On the first shot of the bonus.
How cool is the across the way? You see the Wanny Sports. I guess that's how you say it.
I would just say W-A-N-Y.
Yeah, maybe. Anyway, that's my good friend Sid over there, and they do the local radio here at Clinton County.
Drive by Young, no good. She got her own rebound, put up the putback, no good. Rebound by Shepard, off to Rogers. Goes down the right side, cut off. Back to Miracle. Walker. Miracle in the left corner. Three on the, or actually a foot on the line, 2.
Yep.
And the first 2 of the day for Julia Shepard. Actually, she has 4 now.
Give a shout out to Chip Buck watching today from his home in good old Tennessee.
Back to Cope. She's double teamed and a foul on the reach in. Actually, that's Leverage. That's fouled, so she'll go to the free throw line for 1+1. The 9th foul on Lynn Camp. And we get into the ball game for the Wildcats. Emily Martin, 54. 32 is Abby Mabe. And I knew it was the number 4. Free throw no good for Leverage. Is Angel Love. Rogers to Miracle to Rogers. Love here on the near side. Tried to go back to Rogers. Rogers was looking to cut. And a foul coming up on. We'll find out who 21 is finally.
Foul on number 21.
Darren, you got a fan out there, Father Jim.
Kristen Pierce is who that was.
Father Jim Cinco tuning in today.
Good deal.
And he says that Darren's got an unbelievable voice for radio.
I have a face for one, too. I wasn't going to let you get that one. I couldn't let William get me on that one. I can make fun of myself, folks. That's the one thing I can do.
Yeah.
Miracle hits both free throws.
Father Jim, thanks for tuning in. And we
thank you for the compliment with the voice, too. So Miracle now with 6. And it's 47-24. A shot put up no good by Thompson. And now Cope will go back to the line, and she'll shoot 2.
Julia Shepard, her
third foul on Shepard. The 10th on Lynn Camp, but at the line will be Cope. She already will get the 2 free throws. The first free throw bounces high off the back of the rim and through. 3 now for Cope. Four for Cope. Martin, left corner. Shepard, 3. Got it. Shepard having a nice quarter here. William, she's got 9, and they're all in this quarter for Lynn Camp.
Yeah, she's had a nice little quarter here.
49-27. Here's a drive and a foul coming up on Love. So Love gets her name in the books with her first foul.
Foul is on number 4, Angel Love, her first.
And we're getting ready to have Brooklyn Collinger in for Lynn Camp. The free throw from Turner is no good.
Peaches want to know, she said is Lynn Camp jerseys a replica of Oklahoma State's? I don't know.
Don't know. I would say Oklahoma State's, their original colors were that dark black, not this charcoal gray.
Like a charcoal
black
gray,
yeah. Love with it. Around over here to Mabe. Here is a shot up and no good. Martin keeps it alive. Back to Love. Love, as Collinger's in the ball game. Back to Mabe. Mabe off to the right side. Has it taken away by Pierce. That's just not Pierce, that's Cope. Here the other way, had it partially blocked, and a rebound by Love, and a foul coming up on Pierce. So 21 in white has been in the middle of everything since he's been in there.
Kristen Pierce, her third, team's 10.
That's the third already on Kristen Pierce. 10th foul as Love will shoot the first free throw, hits the back of the rim and comes off of there. So Clinton County will move to 7-17 on the year. The second one from Love bounces high up off the back of the rim and falls through. 49-28. As Cope will dribble the basketball, guarded by Mabe. Left wing to Turner. Turner down the right side, has it slip out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll stay with Clinton County. Said Love touched it last for Lynn Camp. Right corner it goes to Pierce. Now out to Cope. Left corner to Turner. Turner lobs it over to Cope. Now back to Pierce. Pierce in the right corner, Young, 17-footer, short, rebounded by Cope. Put it up short, rebounded by Miracle. Under 10 seconds to play as Miracle stops, gets a lob down to Love, put it up and in. Love with 3.
Love the baskets.
And that's the final horn, and Clinton County wins the opening game of the Robbie Davis Memorial Classic this afternoon by a score of 49-30. And that'll do it for this first game. Coming up, boys action.
Thanks again to Davis Insurance. You got the player of the game being called here. Riley Stockton, the player of the game here in this one. Congratulations to her.
Yep, should be. I'll give one after each game. But boys action coming up 2:30. Monroe County, North Hardin next on PrepSpin.